Welcome back to RE Mastery Hub. This is Lesson 2 of your RE5 preparation series. Last lesson we covered the FAIS Act, core definitions and scope. If you haven't watched that yet, start there. This lesson is about FAIS role players, who they are, what they do, and who is responsible for what. The exam loves testing the differences between these roles. By the end, you will know all 5 role players, the distinctions the exam will test, and the exact traps most students fall into. After this lesson, you will be able to 1. Name all 5 FAIS role players and their primary functions. 2. State why a key individual must be a natural person. 3. Explain the critical difference between the KI and the compliance officer. 4. State exactly when a compliance officer must be appointed. 5. Apply FSP liability for representative conduct in exam scenarios. There are 5 FAIS role players. Every exam question on this topic will involve one or more of these 5. First, the FSCA, the regulator. Second, the FSP, the licensed entity. Third, the key individual, the gatekeeper. Fourth, the representative, the advisor. Fifth, the compliance officer, the monitor. We are going to work through each one. By the end, you will know exactly what separates them, because that is where the exam marks live. Role player number 1, the FSCA, the Financial Sector Conduct Authority. The FSCA regulates the conduct of all financial services providers in South Africa. Primary power, it approves or refuses FSP license applications. It can also suspend or withdraw licenses. The FSCA does not report to the FSP. The FSP reports to the FSCA. Under South Africa's Twin Peaks model, the FSCA handles market conduct and consumer protection. The Prudential Authority under SARB handles financial soundness. Exam trap, FSCA approves FSPs. Exam questions flip this. Know it cold. Role player number 2, the FSP, the Financial Services Provider. An FSP is any person authorized under FAIS to render financial services. This includes companies, sole proprietors, trusts, and partnerships, licensed in specific categories, must operate within its licensed scope. Every FSP must have at least one approved key individual. Critical. The FSP bears legal responsibility for all acts and omissions of its representatives, while those representatives are acting within their mandate. Exam trap. A sole proprietor can be an FSP. The exam implies it must be a company. Role player number 3, the key individual. Most important point on this slide, a key individual must be a natural person. A company, trust, or partnership cannot be a key individual, only a human being. The KI has 2 core duties. 1, manage and oversee the rendering of financial services. 2. Establish and maintain the compliance function. Must be approved by the FSCA and meet fit and proper requirements. CPD for KIS starts immediately upon appointment, no waiting period. Exam trap. The exam will list an entity as a KI that is always wrong. Role player number 4, the representative. The rep renders financial services to clients on behalf of the FSP. Can provide advice, intermediary services, or both, within approved scope. Authorized by the FSP, acts under the FSP's authority. No independent license. Must be registered with the FSCA through the FSP. The FSP bears legal responsibility for what the representative does within mandate. Exam trap. Reps are never independent, always acting under the FSP. Role player number 5, the compliance officer. When must a CO be appointed? When the FSP has more than one key individual or more than one representative. Exact number. Get it right. Primary duty: monitor compliance with FAIS and related legislation. Must submit an annual compliance report to the FSCA. Exam trap: even a small FSP with just 2 representatives must have a CO. The next slide is the most important distinction in this entire lesson. This is the most tested distinction in the entire FAIS Role Players topic. The key individual establishes the compliance function, sets up policies, procedures, and systems from the ground up. The KI is ultimately accountable. This cannot be outsourced. The compliance officer monitors the compliance function, checks that existing systems are being followed, reports to the FSCA annually. 2 questions you will definitely see. Who establishes the compliance function? The key individual. Always. Who monitors the compliance function? The compliance officer. 2 verbs. 2 roles. Lock them in. The rule. An FSP bears legal responsibility for all acts and omissions of its representatives, while those representatives are acting within the scope of their authority. Scenario 1. Rep gives incorrect advice. Client suffers loss. FSP is legally liable. Scenario 2. Rep acts completely outside their mandate. FSP may have a narrow defense. Must prove the rep acted outside authorized scope. High bar. Scenario 3. Supervised rep must disclose their supervision status to the client before rendering services. FSP liability continues throughout supervision. 5 exam tips. Write these down. Tip 1. KI must be a natural person. Company, trust, partnership, none can be a KI. Tip 2. CO required when more than 1 KI or more than 1 representative. Either condition is enough. Tip 3. KI establishes. CO monitors. 2 verbs, always tested. Tip 4. FSP bears primary legal liability for rep conduct within mandate. Tip 5. FSCA approves FSPs. The exam loves to flip this. Your one-screen summary. Screenshot it. Come back to it the night before your exam. Top left, FSCA, the regulator. Top right, FSP, the licensed entity. Bottom left, key individual, natural person only. Establishes and maintains compliance. Bottom right, representative. Acts under FSP. FSP is liable for conduct within mandate. Bottom strip, compliance officer. Triggered by more than 1 KI or rep. Monitors, reports annually. Pause and answer this question. Give yourself 5 seconds. See next slide for the answer. The answer is C. A registered company cannot be a key individual, ever. The FAIS Act is explicit. A KI must be a natural person. Options A, B, and D all describe natural persons. All can be a KI. Option C is a company. Companies cannot be KIs. Once again, pause the video and answer. See next slide for explanation. The answer is B. CO must be appointed because there is more than 1 representative. 3 exceeds the threshold. Important rule: more than 1 KI or more than 1 representative triggers the CO requirement. Option A is wrong. KI cannot absorb the CO role. Option C invented a 5 representative threshold. No such number exists. Option D is also wrong. FSCA does not assign compliance officers. Quick recap. 5 things. 1. FSCA, the regulator, approves or refuses FSP licenses. FSP reports to the FSCA. 2. Key individual must be a natural person. Establishes the compliance function. Manages and oversees financial services. 3. Compliance officer. Required when more than one KI or more than one rep. CO monitors, KI establishes. 4. Representative. Acts under FSP authority. FSP is legally responsible for rep conduct within mandate. 5. 3 facts every exam tests. FSCA approves FSPs. KI establishes compliance. CO monitors it. Test yourself now. Open RE Mastery Hub and quiz this topic. Free to start. Upgrade when you are ready. Next lesson, General Code of Conduct. The 4 general duties every advisor must know. Subscribe so you don't miss it. Study smart, pass first time. Remember, we are in this together.